Hello everybody, let us start with our chapter Electrochemistry. Electrochemistry is a study that deals with the relationship between electrical energy and chemical energy. Now, electrical energy is used for dissociation of chemical compounds, okay, and whereas chemical reactions are used for production of electrical energy, right? So in the case where dissociation of chemical compound is happening, we can also term it as electrolysis, whereas where production of electrical energy is taking place by the use of chemical reaction, we can say it by the help of electrochemical cells. Okay, further we will be going to start with batteries and fuel cells also, namely secondary cells. Okay, and how come electrical energy is produced and how come chemical energy is produced by vice versa of each other, and some basis of electrochemistry also. Coming to cell, then what is cell? Cell is the system or arrangement of any two electrode that are fitted in same electrolyte or different electrolyte, okay, and they both are connected with a salt bridge, right? So easily दो इलेक्ट्रोड हैं जो कि सेम या फिर डिफरेंट इलेक्ट्रोलाइट में प्रेजेंट हैं एंड साल्ट ब्रिज के द्वारा ज्वाइंट है. ओके, इफ वी ब्रॉडली क्लासिफाई दीज टू, सो सेल्स आर ऑफ टू टाइप्स, electrochemical cell and electrolytic cell. Okay, so electrolytic cell is only means the name is only electrolytic cell, there is no more synonyms as per NCERT, right? But for electrochemical cell we can use galvanic cell as a term and voltaic cell also as a term, as well as Daniell cell. Okay, so the major difference between both these cells are that electrochemical cell will be generating electric current, okay, by spontaneous chemical reactions. Okay, electrochemical cells, galvanic cell or voltaic cell will be generating electric current by the spontaneous reactions, chemical reactions. Okay, while in the case of electrolytic cell, a current will be deriving a non-spontaneous reaction. Okay, so these two cells are reverse of each other. We will be like elaborating both of them according to their differences further after a period of time. Okay, coming to galvanic cell or voltaic cell, to elaborate it, the cell that converts chemical energy to electrical energy. Pretty simple, right? Electrochemical cell is the cell that converts chemical energy to electrical energy. If we construct a cell, so it will have two half cells, okay, each having a beaker containing a metal strip dipped in it, that is what known as electrode. Now these electrodes will be connected by a conducted wire, okay, and cells will be connected by a salt bridge also, okay, and both the half reactions, that is oxidation half reaction and reduction half reaction, will be occurring in the separate electrode and the electric current will flow through the conducting wire. Okay, coming to anode, what is anode? For anode we have to learn that anode is placed at the left hand side. Okay, the container containing the electrode named anode, which is negatively charged, which has negative polarity, is always placed at the left hand side. Okay, and always oxidation takes place at anode, that is release of electrons. Okay, coming to cathode, so cathode is that electrode which is placed in the beaker, which is placed at the right hand side. Okay, and it is a sink of electrons, that is it always is of positive polarity and reduction takes place here. Okay, so why we are saying it left and right? Because there is a shorthand notation of galvanic cells to write how a galvanic cell is taking place, how chemical reactions are taking place. Okay, so how is that chemical notation, shorthand notation given? It is given like anode half cell reaction is written at the left hand side, followed by the right hand side reaction of the cathode half cell, right? Both are separated by vertical lines. What say, like anode half cell's reaction is divided by or separated by a single vertical line. Okay, like copper is getting converted into copper 2 positive. So suppose, so copper and copper 2 positive will be having a vertical line, and same goes to the right hand side if chlorine gas is converting into chlorine negative, right? So these will be separated by a single vertical line, whereas these both two ends will be separated by two vertical lines showing a salt bridge. Okay, and coming to those content that is like pressure of the gas or concentration of the ions, these are indicated in the brackets immediately after writing the substance. Okay, so for this notation only we have to keep in mind that anode is always present at the left hand side, cathode is always present at the right hand side. Anode is always negative polarity and cathode is always having a positive polarity. Anode always is a source of electron, that is oxidation takes place at anode, while cathode is always a sink of electron, that is reduction takes place in the cathode. Okay, coming next for salt bridge. See, salt bridge should be inert. Okay, and the electrolyte should be inert and salt bridge should also be inert. Okay, so what is salt bridge? Actually it is a U-shaped inverted tube, okay, which is inert and it connects both the solution of half cell to complete the circuit, and the main point is that it maintains the electrical neutrality in the solution so that a continuous flow or generation of current could take place. While coming to electrolyte, same goes with electrolyte, it must be inert so that the speed of cation and the speed of anion in that particular electric field could be same. Okay, now a Daniell cell is also a type of electrochemical cell, but the only difference is that it is not separated by a salt bridge, it is separated instead by a porous port or a porous diaphragm. Okay, so this is the only like difference, and this particular cell is been in 11th standard also and in 12th standard also. So Daniell cell is a special type of electrical cell, we can say, which is having porous port or porous diaphragm instead of a salt bridge to connect both ends of the conducting wire, that is electrodes, anode and cathode. Okay, so now coming to the differences of electrochemical cell and electrolytic cell, which is going to be the base of this particular chapter. So as we know, electrochemical cells are the cells which will use chemical reactions for the preparation of or the production of electrical energy, while electrolytic cells will be the cells which will be converting electrical energy to form chemical energy. Okay, so electrochemical cell will have combination of two half cells containing either same or different electrodes or same or different electrolyte. Okay, while in electrolytic cell a single cell is present, not two half cells are not present, a single cell is present containing the same electrodes and the same electrolyte. Okay, so in electrochemical cells anode is negative as we read earlier and cathode is positive, but in electrolytic cell the reverse is going to happen, that anode is positive and cathode is negative. Okay, coming next will be of electrochemical cell. We have to produce electrical energy by the help of chemical energy, that means electrical energy is not supplied, is produced. Okay, while in the case of electrolytic energy chemical energy is to be formed, therefore electrical energy is supplied. Coming to electrochemical cell, it will be the reaction where the cell's reaction will be spontaneous, thereby Gibbs free energy will be negative, while in the case of electrolytic cells Gibbs free energy will be positive and cell reaction will be non-spontaneous. Electrochemical cell salt bridge is necessary, while in electrolytic cell no salt bridge is required. Electrochemical cell, it is a source of EMF. How come? Because electrical energy is going to form and EMF is going to be produced, while electrolytic cell it requires EMF. Why so? Because chemical energy is to be produced by the use of electrical energy. Okay, electrochemical cell spontaneous reaction as well as reversible reaction, while in electrolytic cell non-spontaneous reaction along with irreversible reaction. So here we are done with the basic introduction, basics of cell and two type of cells, differences of both the cells, Daniell cell, then function of salt bridge and electrolyte, then coming to shorthand notation, and we are done with all over the basics. In the next audio we will be doing from electrode potential and further of this particular chapter. Till then, stay tuned and bye bye.